to my YouTube channel. My name is April. Today I'm going to be doing a nude eye look with the bold lip. And for moral support, Murray's here. He's been sweet this morning and then he turned into boss man. He's been bossing me for not doing what he wants me to do, I guess. So he's gonna run around in the background and make noises, and I will start getting ready. I have already prepped my skin. I applied serum. I've been using the Caudalie, I believe it's called the elixir. Anyway, it's like a grapeseed oil type product, so for hydration. I did go ahead and put on the Shiseido Ultimate Sun Protection Cream SPF 50. Put on the Clinique Superprimer. This is the universal one. And I went ahead and did my eye primer, just the Urban Decay Original. The foundation I'm gonna use today is the Sephora. This is a newer foundation. It's the Teint Infusion. It says, okay, shake well. How do I know if I've shook it well enough? I don't know. Drops, and you don't know how many drops to use. I guess I'll just put a few drops on the back of my hand. Okay, here we go. I thought it was more of the consistency of the Bare Minerals, you know, their liquid foundation. It's thicker than that stuff. That stuff has really got a oily, slick consistency. It seems to be a more viscous formulation. All right, I have my mirror set up over here. I'm just gonna put my flat paddle brush. This is just a Revlon flat paddle brush. I'm gonna just put it on with that. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I'm wondering if I have the right color. It's a little yellowy. What if I pick? I chose soft beige. See, now that I'm putting it on, it feels like that Bare Minerals foundation. Oh, I'm liking the coverage. Hope y'all are able to see pretty well. I think I got the wrong color. I'm gonna have to take off these earrings, I think. When I was putting on my sunscreen, I yanked one off, so I probably just need to take that as an omen to go ahead and take those off. Well, not quite a drop, not a whole dropper full on the back of my hand. And there's still plenty. Just says natural finish foundation. It starts medium coverage. Well, maybe it's not too bad now that I have it blended out. Got my beauty blender. And that is gonna do the trick. Just get out some of those little brush strokes. I like the flat paddle brush for getting around the foundation quickly, and then I usually like to use a buffer or my beauty blender to smooth it out. Do the detail work, so to speak. Beauty blender's so nice, especially around your little fine lines and such. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm gonna do a little bit of contouring today. I'm gonna do that triangle of light under the eye. I'm using the Sigma F75 concealer brush, and then my CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless eye concealer. Talked about this before. They're not making this one anymore. I'm really sad because it's such a nice hydrating product, especially for that under eye area. I just dip my brush right in it. Do a little highlighting. Do around my lips just to kind of make it look like I have some. For my contour, I'm just going to use a Milani face powder and tan. I got this actually before all of the companies started coming out with contour palettes. I just chose a powder that was darker for me. I guess it is a little bit warm for a contour. I'm just going to use my tapered highlighter F35 by Sigma. Just do a little powder on there and then do just a little bit of the cheekbone. Shadow that just a little bit, give a little more definition. Slim it up a little bit. Bulby tip. Shadow that out a little bit. Thank you. Next, I will do my highlighter. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Highlight 01. And this is the Sephora Precision Blush 73. I like the way these bristles are cut. They pick up the product very diffusely, so it's just a really easy brush to work with, especially if you're new to blush or highlighting. This is very forgiving. Just gonna tap it right on there. This powder looks like it has a big time sheen to it, but on the skin, it's more of a satin kind of highlight, not really sparkly. It just gives a really nice glow to the skin. I like to go right here on top of the cheekbones with that. Just get that nice little glow. Please draw attention to my lovely cheekbones. I'll put some right here. Draw attention to that portion of the face. And this right here. I don't think I'm going to do any more on the chin, but I will just top off the nose right there at the topmost portion of the nose. So maybe draw more attention to that part and not this bulby piece. Ching, ching, right, right. And for my blush, the Pinup Girl palette, Tarte for Christmas, they do a blush palette every year. So it has all these awesome blushes. The one that I'm going to use is right there in the middle. It's Whimsy. This blue tone pink. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. angled blush brush. Put it just right in there. Tap that off. Whoa, that's a lot of blush. Have some blushy cheeks. And I'm going to go right up in here, in this area. Very light, because that blush is pigmented. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some of the Too Faced lip injection so my lips can go ahead and be plumping. I like to use a lip primer, and I find that if I use my lip primer first, I don't feel the tingling from the lip injection, so I'll do it first and then do this. I'm going to go ahead and set the foundation with, this is the Cover FX Light Illuminating Setting Powder. It's a finely milled setting powder. It does have a little bit of color light. It's definitely not translucent. This is the, I think this is, well, I've rubbed the name off of it, but it's the Marc Jacobs. I think it's the bronzer too, but I use it for setting powder. It's just so nice and fluffy and soft and wonderful. I feel special every time I use this brush. As much as I paid for it, I better. It's pricey, but there really isn't another one like it, I don't think, or that I've seen. Maybe there is. I'm sure there's some big fancy brand that has some fabulous fluffy brush. It's just so luxurious. Ooh, that looks nice if I do say so myself. So today I'm using, this is the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. My color is Auburn Red. It's one of these two-parters with the wax. I really don't use the wax at all, because to me that wax is cakey. I mean, I've tried it, but I don't use it. I really just don't have the brow hair to constitute using brow wax. My brush that I'm using, this is the e.l.f. Professional Concealer Brush. This is an older one. I've noticed now, I was thinking about picking up a new one, but the bristles are completely different now. They're like a yellow, really yellow color, and it's cut different. It's not as wide as this. This is cut more like a teeny weeny shader brush, and the new ones look different. And they look more like this doesn't really look like a concealer brush. The new ones do look more like a concealer brush. They have more this shape to them. I like my brows to be soft, so this gives that look. And my lips are starting to tingle, for sure. Ooh, a little bit burning. All right, I'm gonna go into the lighter color and do the thicker part of my brows, and then I use the darker on the tip, or the outer edge, I should say. brows start looking a little bit matted down by the product, just take your little spoolie and just comb through it. That really helps to soften up the look of the brow, or you know, if you get a spot where it's a little darker than what you intended, you can just comb through it with one of these and it really helps to soften it up. Now I definitely have some brows. On to the eyes. I'm gonna start on the waterline with my Rimmel Scandalize. It's the Kohl waterproof pencil in nude. My eyes are reddish around there, so I like to go along the waterline with this nude pencil, just brighten them up a bit. I know some people use white. I just don't have a white pencil. I've been using this one. Just haven't made the white conversion yet. It does help brighten right away. Makes your eyes look bigger. Today I'm going to use the Too Faced Matte Eye. These are all matte shadows. I'm going to do Tough Suede from the inner corner to the middle of the eye, then on the outer part of the eye, and in the crease I'm going to do the Chinchilla to dark it up, smoke it out a little bit. I'm going to use this Coffee Bean. I think I will use Fresh Linen under the brow as the highlight. Do a little bit of the Velveteen Bunny in the corner to brighten it up. This brush, this is just a standard shader type brush. It's on the small side. I think I might have ordered this off eBay. It's a no-name brush, but I like the way the bristles are cut. It picks up the shadows very nicely. It's very easy to work with. All right, so I'm going into Tough Suede. Corner of the eye about to the middle. A soft, nice color. Then into the Chinchilla, I'm just going to continue using that same brush, and I'm going to do the outer part of the eye and work in towards the middle. I'm going to use, this is the Bullet Crease by Sephora 221 brush. I'm going to go into that Coffee Bean, the darker shade. I'm going to go along the outer lash line. I'm going to try to work this up at this angle so it gives the lift to the eye. Darken up that corner. Get up to the crease. Get too high with it. Same on the other side. Very easy way to do the crease is just keep your eyes open. Do that windshield wiper motion right over the lid. I am a beauty class facilitator for Sephora. Hey, if you're ever in the Pensacola area, come to one of my classes. It's super fun. The store's closed, so we have all the store to ourselves, and it's just us chit-chatting and doing makeup, and it's fun. I think it's fun. It's what I do in my free time. I go there and I can get paid for it. I have a class actually doing brow and eye contour on July 18th. Either call the store or you can sign up online, but I don't know when they open the registration for it. Chat about makeup, have a good time. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna use that, the Fresh Linen. I'm gonna use, this is the Sigma Tapered Blending E35. I'm gonna go right into that shadow and then just go right under that eyebrow. Blend, blend, blend. Lids are harder to work on than nice smooth ones, I'll tell you that. I'm actually going to use that Bullet Crease. I'm going to go into the Velveteen Bunny, got a little bit of that, and just go right in the inner corner. Put some brightness in there. This is the double-ended pencil. I've used this one before. It's the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and 0 is the end I'm going to use. I'll go ahead and do the tight line. some extra definition with those lashes. I'm gonna do a little wing liner. This is the Essence Gel Eyeliner in black. This is a Coastal Scents BRC 516 Bent Angled Liner. Go right along that lash line. And I'm gonna have bold lashes today, so I'm gonna do my Subversion primer on my lashes. Give that a minute to set, and then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lip primer. This is the Bite Line and Define lip primer. It does have a sharpener, but I just leave it blunt because I put it all over. I do the outside of the lip and on the lip. Alright, on the lips, I am going to use, this is by Sinful Colors, it's called Mardi Gras 4041, and then over it I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Artist Plexi-Gloss in 500. Shing, shing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and kind of line around with this. I'm trying to build myself up a little lip. This really has a neat applicator. It's not like anything else that I have. Well, that first color is really more of a blue tone, purple. I hadn't really noticed that so much until I put on this, and it's, I want to say raspberry. More raspberry, but it's definitely pinkish. It's more of the pink than the other. I didn't have any other kind of lip liner or other color that I could go with as a base for this. Okay, let's get on this mascara. Alright, a little bit of setting spray. That's the NYX Dewy Finish. My earrings here. Alright, well there's the final look. Well, thank you for getting ready with me. I hope you all have a great day. Bye!